earners right now who are being affected the least by inflation. I know that doesn't seem to make sense, right? He notes that it's actually a bite on middle and high income, reducing their after-tax real wages. So just to be clear, on the income side, it's actually lower-end workers who are getting hurt the least. Now, why is it? I've spent a lot of time, I think this is true. Because the service industry is exploding right now. Waiters and servers in restaurants and stuff. So it's middle and high income earners who are getting crushed by inflation. So just to be clear here, because if you're saying it in the chat, say you're a liberal and you're like, good, screw middle and high income earners. Inflation's not hurting you. Well, it is hurting low income earners. You know why? Because as the article notes, low income earners are actually harmed the most. Wait, I thought you just said their wages were harmed the least. They're harmed the most because they spend a higher share of their money on food, shelter, and energy, which price indexes have risen 24, 20, and 32% from their pre-pandemic level. They're actually getting it the worst. It's not funny. It's just, and you're getting screwed, everyone, by inflation everywhere. Careful, societies collapse like that. The examples are everywhere. We're on the precipice of a financial disaster if we don't get a hold of this stuff. Okay. A lot of you were asking me questions this morning. I answered one of you in the chat. I'm getting a ton of questions about Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, you know where I'm going with this? Here's the CBS one. Former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows to Trump cooperating with Special Counsel's Trump investigation. There was a tweet that went out yesterday from a guy, Ryan. I know of him. I don't know him particularly well. And the tweet went out yesterday and said that Mark Meadows, President Trump's former Chief of Staff, that Mark Meadows may have reported wire. In other words, been reporting President Trump. Folks, if there was ever a time, where are we going with this? You want to know? The Bongino rule is in absolute full effect here. I did not comment on that story. I did not retweet that story because I am going to wait until next week to form an opinion on this. However, you asked me my opinion now. I'm speculating. I don't think the story is accurate. Is Mark Meadows cooperating? He may be. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't yet know. The wire story, though, to me, sounds highly unlikely. And I'm just going to give you why, my personal opinion. I'm telling you I'm speculating why that story is bullshit. Number one, recording the president as his chief of staff is a serious constitutional violation. The president has the right to private deliberations with his staff, absent the supervision of the other branches of government. I cannot imagine a scenario where you would get away with that. I can't. Someone else asked me, Dan, does Mark Meadows as the chief of staff get frisked for listening devices going into the White House? No, absolutely not. So in that respect, the technology, yes, he could have done it. And I'll just say third, I've known Mark Meadows a long time. I'm not going to bore you with a long story, but when I was running for office the third time, I got into some shit with a reporter. I'm going to read about it in my book, the whole transcript, so I'll go fuck himself and stuff. It was like,
this punk ass bitch up.
Remember that show? I mean, it's funny because the podcast got to be fun. You guys should take this guy to fuck himself. And it didn't hurt us at all. People actually flocked to my podcast because they couldn't believe I talked to a reporter like that. So the guy taped me, and I'll say I ran the book, I'm not mad at him anymore, I'm really naughty. When I had cancer, he reached out. I put what's one or the other. But you can read the whole transcript in my new book, The Gift of Faith, if you want to see what I said to him. A lot of people, a lot of gutless politicians would endorse me in my congressional race, and that's a very rich, influential guy in the Republican Party. A lot of Republicans they were, you know, this guy's a loose cannon, whatever. Not Mark Meadows. So I don't know if he's cooperating or he's not. I'll make a judgment when I get the whole story. I'm going to tell you too, there's one more guy. You know who it was? Matter of fact, he doubled down and he endorsed me the next day.
UAV in this sector.
He's telling you what happened. I can't tell you how many other Republicans go out there. This guy's a loose cannon versus everything. I see why I hate politicians so much. They hate you.
Why you acting like an op? Check your down fire.
There's not two sets of rules out there. There's one set of rules. when it comes to these things. And that's why I have no doubt they're targeted.
UAV is exiting the
It's a hierarchy. If I hear one more time from you, well, Democrats are hypocrites, there's a double standard. There's not a double standard. That tells me you don't understand Democrats. There's one standard. We're in power and you're not. Shut the f up. That's the essence of the tyrant. Mussolini, Idi Amin, Pol Pot, they did not have double standards. They had one standard. They were in power and you weren't. And if you challenge that, you had to go away.
That shit
To the
don't fly
gulag
where
or
I'm
you'd be
from.
killed. Do you guys understand that? In the chat, I brought this up. I don't want to nitpick people because I get the term double standard. I get what they mean, and I'm just telling you that's not correct. If you tell me the left has a double standard, I'm telling you you don't understand. There's only one standard, and the standard is we don't give a shit about what you think. We're in power. Why am I bringing this up now after the Meadows? Yeah, exactly. He's brought up a great point. It's the lion. He ain't worried about the wolves. He just wants him to leave the alone. He doesn't give a shit about them. He'll leave the wolves too. He's just like, listen, little dipshits, get away from me. Here's a few straps. He's not bothered by them. He's the lion. When you're in charge of the lion, you don't give a shit. This is what I mean. This surfaced yesterday. You know Jamal Bowman, this ridiculous Democrat member of Congress, the guy who's known for losing his shit and arguing with people all over Capitol Hill. The guy's a total loser, right? Is he a squad member or an affiliate or a paid affiliate or like an influencer for the squad? I don't even know. Jamal, who knows? Like he's got a title? Squad of Jesus. Squad of Jesus. I'm going to write that down. Somebody steal it from me. I'm going to pretend I made that up. I'm just kidding. I'll credit you. Squad of Jesus is all voted. So there was a vote on the budget. You remember, he called the fire alarm to stop the vote down because the Democrats were going to drop it out. And he said, I was confused. I was trying to get out of an emergency exit, so I pulled the alarm thinking it was like a door ring.
I'm taking the
video
left
came.
now.
So is this VSVR? Wait, watch him. Wait, now does he look like he's ever... He pulls the sign for the door, never tries to get out. There, pulls the fire alarm. So his story is total bullshit. So now, the January 6th pull-out prisoners we covered in the police now, they're in jail for obstructing an official proceeding, right? There, plenty of them. So what they try, there you go, removes the sign, he's not trying to get out the door at all. Oh, look, there he goes and pulls the fire.
Drop.
Hostile mortar
Ladies
strike
and gentlemen,
incoming.
how the is that not obstructing an official proceeding? How? If you believe the January 6th political prisoner gulag recipients are in jail because they obstructed an official proceeding, then how is it that guy didn't just do the same thing? It's literally on tape. The answer is because we have 2 sentences. That's why. One set of rules. We have one set of rules. So we don't have 2 sentences. We have 1 sentence. That's my problem with this double standard. Jamal Bowman is a protected class, a Democrat. He's in charge. They don't give a shit. He was charged with he's going to go away. Remember this. I'll sum it up this way. If you remember this, you'll never be disappointed. It's not hypocrisy. Oh, look, it's so hypocritical. Bowman interrupted an official proceeding and paid a small fine. It's not. It's hierarchy. They're on charge, and they're on top. And you're not. Well, folks, I get the question all the time, well, how do you beat How do you win? How do you come out on top? The answer is you answer your own question. You better get on top. That's why you better damn well win elections. People say to me, but they cheat. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. But we've just had major cleanup operations of the voting processes in Florida, North Carolina. You gotta vote, man. There's no excuse. Again, you said at the beginning of the show, Republicans suck. They do. Republicans may not be the solution to all your problems. Democrats are the cause. And the world full of choices that are gray, not black and white. Oh, vote Republican, they'll save you. I had a guy yesterday tweet. I shouldn't address the Twitter stuff on the show because I address something crazy. I had to block this guy instantly because I was so pissed off. He said, Dan Bongino is always telling us that the walls are closing in and they're going to get all these people. Do you even listen to my show? I have zero faith the Republican Party is going to do a damn thing. However, I know for a fact that the people killing the prey right now are the damn lions and the Democrats. And if the best thing we can do is keep our sheep alive right now is to keep the lions away, That's it. Knowing we're still dealing with wolves, then I'll keep the lions away and deal with the wolves later. Folks, you gotta vote. This is not the cutesy time show. It's not the bullshit time show. This is a real show focused on the real stuff. You've got kids to save. You've got this beautiful planet God gave you. I woke up this morning to the most freaking majestic sunrise I've ever seen, busting my ass in the gym right outside of my house. This world is full of beautiful things. My daughter's got a dance tonight. She's so excited to go to it. It's not all up, but you gotta fix it. And if you're looking for politicians, a bunch of wolves and lions out there to fix it for you, you're crazy. You're the farmer. Take care of your own stuff. But you gotta vote. You gotta
Clean the field of these a-holes.
Sorry to have to tell you, picking for the lesser of two. But you are. They all do. Just gotta take care of yourself. And nothing but wolves.
I just fired this punk
I don't
ass
know what
bitch
to
up.
talk about, of course, but this show is pretty emotional. Fridays, I'm always like, rock and roll. Folks, do me one favor. We got a first world premiere tonight. A police state. It is pissing off the left like you wouldn't believe it. Another Jones article. This lady is losing her shit over police state because she can't believe it. It's blowing people away.
So, keep it up.
Yeah, I don't know where you get these
Friendly mortar strike on the way.
skins and stuff and emblems, blah blah blah.
I know you just did one bundle in particular, I'm not sure that, but it was a bundle that included some sort of
Mission is complete. Good work.
weapon charm attachment or whatever, and if you kill people and capture their souls, then it multiplies your XP. I watched a short about it.
Well,
Someone
I don't know about that, but
someone was using that in ground war and like using the highest kill streaks, like the AC-130 and shotgun and Harrier and all that. And all they got was like 6 kills.